Drew McIntyre has quit the WWE. He quit WWE in the middle of the ring last night on Monday Night Raw. And all of this is just the aftermath of everything that transpired, everything that happened at Clash at the Castle in Scotland, because once again, Drew McIntyre got screwed out of the World's Heavyweight Championship. And this time, he got screwed by the man he's sworn to hate, the voice of the voiceless, CM Punk. Because in the middle of that ring, when the referee was down and out, and McIntyre was in a pinning position, he was about to crown himself brand new world champion, CM Punk went down there, disguised as a referee when he, even if he had counted 3, that would not have counted. But CM Punk counted 1, 2, knowing fully well that McIntyre was just listening to his hand slap the mat, waiting for the 3 count, opens his eyes, and CM Punk tells him it's 2. Once again, Drew McIntyre screwed out of the World Championship, much like, in his mind, he's felt at WrestleMania, after WrestleMania, and that number 1 contenders match against Jey Uso, against Roman Reigns at the first Clash at the Castle 2 years ago. Drew McIntyre's had enough, and he's taken a leave of absence from WWE, because he's, in real life, he's re-signed with the company. He will be back. This feud, this rivalry with CM Punk, it is far from over. And it's amazing how much they've been able to extend this rivalry, this feud between the two. Being that Punk has been injured since late January, they haven't been able to have physical contact in an official way, in an actual sanctioned match. This feud, this rivalry continues, and eventually it's going to lead to their very first one-on-one encounter. Now, a lot of people are hoping that that takes place at SummerSlam, and that would be fantastic. It's definitely a match worthy of the biggest party of the summer. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, for the first time, one-on-one at SummerSlam. That's something I'm looking forward to. But Punk has to get cleared first. And in the meantime, McIntyre, we're not going to see him on WWE TV. And to be honest, him quitting WWE was the only way they could go with this story. If he has another violent outburst, that gets him absolutely nowhere. You already kind of have that covered with Braun Breaker over the past few weeks. And then we saw him backstage. Triple H tried reasoning with him. McIntyre wasn't buying into it. Adam Pearce had to chase him down to try to get him back to the negotiating table, if you could put it that way. Try to get him back or off the ledge, actually. But if you ask me, there is absolutely nothing that's going to get McIntyre back in a WWE ring except CM Punk. As simple as that. And again, I know I predicted that McIntyre was going to win the World Championship, and we would get just a slobber knocker of a match at SummerSlam, McIntyre versus Gunther for the World Championship. And hell, if McIntyre lost the title to Gunther, and then after SummerSlam we got McIntyre versus Punk with no championship involved, I would have been absolutely thrilled about that. But that's not the direction they're going in. Seth freaking Rollins made his return last night on Monday Night Raw as well. We're getting Priest versus Rollins for the first time, one-on-one for the World Championship on pay-per-view at Money in the Bank in Toronto, Canada. Looking forward to that. Rollins being back in 2.5 months. That's something that nobody was expecting. We got finally the big debut of the Wyatt Six. Not a big fan of horror, but the presentation, everything that ended last night's broadcast of Monday Night Raw worked for the Wyatt Six. Now they just have to make it work inside that ring, and they have to do the right story beats. But again, Monday Night Raw, pretty damn entertaining last night. We got a little bit more of a Liv and Dominic dynamic Finn Balor, Priest getting involved, all of that. It is what it is, man. McIntyre versus Punk. Hopefully we get it at SummerSlam. If not, we have to wait till Punk is fully recovered. He's fully cleared. But until then, what are your thoughts on Drew McIntyre quitting WWE? What are your thoughts on CM Punk screwing Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle out of the World Championship? Which, again, in my opinion, was a beautifully shot production of how CM Punk slid his way into the ring to count that referee count. And to all those fans out there who are bitching, moaning, and crying about how Drew McIntyre should have been crowned at Clash at the Castle as world champion, it's wrestling. It's not that deep. Okay, if you get pissed off about this, then I'm sorry, you probably shouldn't be watching WWE because you're too into things you can't control. And again, the payoffs eventually come. All right, Sami Zayn didn't beat Roman Reigns for the undisputed title, but hey, he beat Gunther. He ended Gunther's longest championship reign. Cody Rhodes lost to Roman Reigns the first time at WrestleMania 39, screwed by Solo Sikoa. Fans just bitching and moaning back then. And we got the amazing payoff we got at WrestleMania 40 this year. Just trust in the process. Trust in the twists and turns that involve storytelling in WWE. We don't always get what we want all the time. And that's the whole entire point, because otherwise, guess what? Most fans on social media, they get spoiled, they get bratty, they get entitled. So with that said, as long as they're entertaining me, I'm okay with whatever they do on WWE TV. And trust me, Drew McIntyre getting screwed at Clash at the Castle, that was damn entertaining. Much like Drew McIntyre quitting WWE last night on Monday Night Raw. So with that said, leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. My name is Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.